I want to start off by saying thank you, God. Um, and that's something I will try to say as much as I can. I'm not in a state where I'm living a good life where thanking God is, I'm saying it because my life is great. It's not, it's the opposite, and I expect it to go worse, but I'm thanking God because this life worse than the life I'm living. And it's not because they live in uncomfortableness. They don't they don't live in like they lack money or whatever. It's just the life they have to live. They are so disgusting, and I'm so thankful I never had to live a life like them. The way they just try to counter and distort reality. And I'm like, I truly see how sad and nasty your life is. They are the most disgusting. Can you imagine? Let me say this: the life perps have to live, as easy as it is to live that life, as dismissful of reality they are too. I'm just thankful. That's not a life I live. It is a life where, to even cope as a coping mechanism, they're not using. They're saying they love to tell themselves they are at war, because what they do is so foul that they think that if they tell themselves it's war, it, it stops. Like it makes them okay doing what they do, because it's that foul. These people go and get their coffee, live a life, but they are low life bottom feeders and they work for pedophiles. Let me just say what happened last night. The last video you saw was just like, just the reaction of like people who forget that I know what they're really part of. But last night was a disgusting part is this. Listen, they play my libido, they play my sexual arousals, and yesterday after coming back, I decided, okay, and I'm sorry if I'm going to be graphic, but I'm going to tell what's happening to me to give you an idea of the nastiness of all that they do. I'm like, okay, I decide to, and I'm going to say this, watch adult content, right? So I make myself ready for that. But my phone needs to be charged, right? And my phone, I'm waiting for my phone to charge. As I'm going through my phone before I decide to watch adult content, which I already in my mind I'm like I'm gonna do that. I open an app for clothing called Zara, right? I have that. It's a clothing store that I have on my phone like this, right? I'm about to like look at it. They have sales there. I'm gonna see like, okay, what's going on there, and as I'm doing that, right, as I'm opening this thing, this comes up, right? It's a bunch of ads, but I do and accidentally do this. This is a kid. I'm like, oh my god, babies, and I accidentally swiped, which I don't think is an accident. I think they made me like do this because I usually don't do that. It's just like my finger just actually accidentally swiped. I'm like, okay, let me just block it out, like because they did that on purpose because they can control your gesture, your movements. As a target individual, you become controlled. But the control are not obvious control. Like they can make your finger just move a little bit. I don't, obviously I don't even know. Like if I do this ad will come up this way. It doesn't even come to. But they do that on purpose because I was already planning to watch adult content before I opened the Zara app. The reason why they made me do that is because then when I'm watching adult content, what's going to happen? These babies, they put them in my head while I'm watching this adult content. Matter of fact, they even create narrative because you have these dialogues via V2K voice to call with these perps that try to make you believe, oh no, that you wanted to watch adult content because you went on this and you saw that. Like, recreating reality. The perps that partake in this program no longer subscribe to reality. They come up with what they call their reality. Their reality is a delusionality. It's not reality. It's a reality that's going to phase away at some point. Now today, the day will come, and that's the magical day for them, where what they've created is just destroyed, and reality finally hits. It's going to come one way or another. It's just like saying, hey, the person who says the sky is orange when the sky is always been blue, or the sky is purple when the sky has always been blue. One day, that person will obviously see the blue sky, right? It's that easy. They will get theirs. But can you imagine to orchestrate that so when I'm watching adult content, which I ended up doing, right? Because that's what I was playing, that's what I was waiting for my phone to charge. They were putting these babies in my head. They were making me think of these kids during me watching adult individuals being together. To the point where they even start saying, oh no, you're watching that because you saw this ad. This is the low life that they live life. These are low life. That's why I'm so thankful that I don't live like them. And then they act like you're a pedo. They're so disgusting trash. And I pray that they continue to live like that. Not because I know that this is a good life. I'm praying for the opposite. I hope that they continue to live a life of indignity and trash. Because they work for governmental entities that clearly have issue with pedophilia. They've normalized pedophilia as a way to break people down. Death is going to come to them in ways that's going to be magical. I don't care to see it or not, but I'm just so thankful that I never had to live a life where this is something I do. That's why they start telling themselves they're warriors. No, when people are thanking them for the effort, it's not the war effort. They're nasty. And when I start watching adult content, and fortunately that's why I don't like to watch adult content, that's what I try not to do, it's because I want to watch more. So as I was thinking about watching more, they bring up again these kids. And this time when I climax, they make me think of these kids. And they come, it's like, I knocked out, we're gonna knock you out, it's gonna do this and that. It's like, whatever's gonna happen to box in, right? To try to make you feel guilty for what they do to you. That's why it's easy, the anger as target individual, you have to be strong. Don't lash out. Even though you know this shit in front of you is fully involved in altering your brain in these ways to break you down. This shit is involved, and you know that they work for governmental entities with pedophilia issues, so it makes it even more disgusting. You know they're involved in a program that does horrible things to even women and children. You know the nastiness of these people. You know the bottom feeders that they are. So lashing out to them it can be easy to do. That's why so many people have caused mass shootings. Being altered mentally in that fashion to torment you. And you see these people in person. And you truly are aware. And they still try to gaslight you. Do you know the anger that you can have? Do you understand the true anger that you can have? That's what people end up killing. And they still try to maintain. They really want to maintain this. They think that they're going to gaslight you into accepting this. That's like I said. That's why these people, one day they realize, oh, the sky is blue. At that point, okay, it's too late. But for me, I pray that they act away, because I don't know how long I can maintain this composure. Because as you hear, I'm clearly able to articulate what they do. These people will try to act a certain ways. They will still try to gaslight you. But at this point, you look at them as pedophiles. You've called some of them pedos. This guy, yesterday I was at this place. This guy tried to make it seem like what I love about it is when they call me a pedophile, and the level of validation, not only the altering of my mind in these disgusting ways, which is, but I know they work for governmental entities where there's a whole bill because they're so pedos. They're nasty. In my brain, you know what they try to now, but I remember what you did as a kid, you trash ass. I'm a grown ass adult man. And the reason why you want me to see a child before I go watch adult content is because they want me to start thinking of the child, because they can alter my mind and create imagination and stream of thoughts that they can control me to have. They want me to start thinking about this child in this ad. To start thinking of a child when I'm watching two adult individuals having adult interactions. And you know what I mean by that. Then they use these grown, low-life bottom feeders, which the bright future of theirs is going to be magical. And when I mean magical, I mean it's going to be trashy. To try to gaslight you into accepting these things. Targeting video, these people are trash, low life. I rather die in hell. They're having a life where I utilize this type of tactics to break down an individual. How disgusting is it for me as a human being to live life where, okay, what we're going to do before that happens, let him see children, or let's have a child of some sort. Let's make him open a app about a store app, right? A Zara app, and then let's make his finger just do this, just like swipe a little bit. The ad of a child for this is going to be the kids section, right? And when he wants to see that, right before he goes to see adult content, what's going to happen is when he starts looking at the adult content, we're going to put these children in his head. And we're going to be like, it's our war. We are war. That is what these bottom feeders do. I rather die in hell. Let me repeat. I was opening this. As I open that, I'm about to I'm trying to get to the menu or something that my finger just slips somehow. And then what I see, it's a kid. At first I was like, is that a kid? Like some, because at first I was like, is that a kid screaming? And I was like, yeah, whatever. Retardation. But that's what they do. And they're like, yeah, it's our war. You nasty pedos. You're a bunch of pedophiles. You nasty low life. What kind of war you are? Your bottom feeders for pedophiles. And then you call that for your war. That's what they thank you. It's purpose. Thanking them every day. Thank you for your effort. You think they're thanking them for the war effort? No, thank you for being a retard. Thank you for compromising your self-respect. Thank you for that. Thank you. Don't worry, he'll get raped. You see, you're happy. Fucking shit, they're disgusting. Targeting video, you are lucky. I am lucky. For the sole purpose, I didn't have to live life like them. I could have been doing that, baby. You are war. And you're gonna get raped. I'm like, look. I just made this man think about a child before. I orchestrate something where children will be in his head. So when you watch adult content, we can just make him think of children. That doesn't mean what kind of what a pathetic life I'm living right now. And then call it being a war. These bottom feeders are disgusting trash, and they will get theirs. They sold to these governmental entities filled with pedophiles. The humiliation and reality of that is I'll put that in their faces till I die. Till I can't. I'll put that nastiness in their faces. They will never live that fantasized reality they put together. The sky will be blue. Even though they want to see it in different colors. To all my target individuals, stay strong. And see these bottom feeders for what they are. Right now, the battle is in my brain because they create mental battles. When I was in bed, the first ad when you see somebody scream I was not even sure if it was a child or not. It just looked like a child, but I was like, in my brain just. This is because they can play with your perceptions. And then they have these retards that still try to tell me that the sky is orange. Be like, nah, not real. That's not real. Poof, fucking bottom feeders. Targeting me just stay strong and see these bottom feeders for what they are. I would have died in hell than having life like them and then tell myself, I'm at war. I'm so enraged, they are rage. Poof, fucking trash. Targeting me just stay strong.